So what's the plan? Are we going to stay here, or...?
Well, Sakawachi made mention that it would be difficult to find this place to lie low and lick our wounds. How injured are you all?
I'm feeling much better now. Thank you for dressing my wounds.
I'm doing great, as always. But I could use a little sleep, just a little nap.
I do not know if it will be safe for us to remain here. Especially after hearing those goblins.
Very good. Shall we leave then?
Where is the closest place where we can go to sleep?
I do not know. I am struggling to find my way without my guides.
What do we know about hobgoblins?
Well, I know quite a bit. What do you want to know about them?
I want to know a couple of things. First of all, how easily they are fooled. Like, could we walk amongst them with proper disguises? Can they be domesticated? Perhaps ridden?
The hobgoblins are very aggressive, they are warlike, and they are seasoned fighters.
Would make a good pet, is what you're saying.
I don't think so. I think we should be careful around them and assume if we get caught, that we will have to fight our way out. As for deception, it will depend on how well we can move among them. However,
They don't seem very smart.
they can be crafty when they need to.
Do they like drugs?
I don't know about that.
Or games? We could trick them with games?
As I look around, can I see the frequency or the intensity of creatures around us, surrounding the immediate area around the observatory?
This is something you also did in the previous session at the end. The area around the observatory, you looked around, you gave it sort of a cursory glance, you might have seen the goblins rush off. But have you ever seen Doctor Strange? Have you seen the movie?
Yeah.
The sort of like strange splitting in the mirrors and things that kind of happen. People getting changing paths or moving strangely. The roads sort of veering in different directions than you perceived a second ago seems to be occurring here. So it's really difficult to keep track of what's going on.
By the gods, we're already on drugs.
Well, perhaps this is actually to our advantage. If something is chasing us, we might be able to shake it. The terrain is unstable and changing. Is there any indication of where your guides might be? How we could find them? It seems impossible to navigate anything here.
We will have to try, I suppose. I am very worried about them.
How did you navigate this area up until this point? Was there any technique? Did you use a rope belt?
My guides made their best way, but even they were a bit confused after a short period of time.
All right.
And did you get separated from your group due to the ever-changing landscape of the place? Do you think it wise for us to stick very, very close together as we travel?
It would be very smart to do that. Yes.
Perhaps a rope?
That is how we separated. Yes.
All right. Rashtak, darling. Do you notice anything? Do you notice anything of use in the room here? Anything magical, arcane?
I will cast detect magic and see if there is anything. Give me a moment.
Listen, does your throat sound all right? Should I make some tea for you?
Why?
Nothing, just curious.
It doesn't feel strange. Do you? Do I sound bad?
Here, take 2 of these and call me in the morning. I think it's goblin pox, I say, loudly.
Yes, I am very infected with goblin pox. But on the plus side, I can also give it to others.
Let me know when you have any pustules. I'll take a sample.
Very well.
On the cast of Detect Magic, you see, I think, Orashtak sort of looking around, and various mosquitoes begin to spread out, slight glows to them, but nothing significant. Slowly, they sort of return.
It doesn't appear that there's anything here.
All right. I suppose we shall be on our way, yes?
Before we go, I would like to spend a few minutes to look out over the terrain. I understand that it's constantly changing, but after some time, am I able to discern a pattern?
A pattern in the ever-changing landscape?
Yes, the streets. Does
As
the
if
same
there's an
street
order
ever
to
come
it.
back?
Sure. Let's see here. It's a fair question.
Or is it completely random?
Okay. Make a survival check for me.
Very good. Which is a 2.
It is baffling to you. You have no idea. It makes no rhyme or reason.
Human ruler of the observatory. I have a question. Do you think we have 8 hours or so for resting? By any chance?
Are you addressing me, the GM, or Sakawachi?
Skywatch, the human ruler of the observatory.
Sakawachi has already stated that she does not think that it's safe here.
She was also exploring, I believe. It was like her first time here.
All right. Well, she rules it now.
That is very fair.
She's the current ruler of the observatory.
I mean, look at her. Her blessings are extraordinary.
Unchallenged, unopposed.
I'm not running.
All right. Well, here's the situation. I have no infused reagents, so if we depart, there will be no bombs.
Well, do you have any sort of weaponry? You have one of those crossbows, yes? I realize that it's not your preferred medium, but it is still something nonetheless.
Oh, it's still good. Totally. Yeah. I'll use that. Not the bolts, by the way.
Are you able to wield simple weapons? I have a morning star.
I have this, and it's the flaying knife from the one that I've always had since Adronis. I've got this.
All right.
It's fine. I'll be fine.
All right.
Is the observatory the largest building in this city that we can see?
Yes, you are standing atop it right now.
We should leave a note in case one of the guides tries to come here. It is likely that they will try to come here.
What is the least likely language that the hobgoblins speak, and the most likely language that the guide will speak? Could we write a note that is not discernible to the tiny, fickle minds of the hobgoblins, but can be discerned by the guide?
Yes, we can. We can
Perfect.
speak the language of my people.
Perfect.
Perhaps write a note, tell them to stay here, stay hidden.
Yes, I will write this in Aminuits.
Then I suppose we just pick a direction.
We can see about everything on this map from the top of the observatory, yes?
Yeah, but again, it's really weird. It's really confusing. You it does the thing where you look in one direction and you kind of establish the landscape in your head. And then it just, you slightly alter your vision and stuff moves around a little bit.
Question. Is this homes or is this physical geological landmarks like at the river, for instance?
Oh, good question. I think it's a little bit of everything.
Oh, so the river is moving around too. I see. But the observatory, from our perspective, is not moving, yes?
Correct.
Well, then if we are to move in a direction, I suggest we keep the observatory to one side of us, maybe behind us. And someone keeps an eye on the observatory.
And if we get separated, to head back to the observatory.
That's right.
All right. Well, that is a wonderful idea. Keep it as some sort of an anchor for us, so to speak. All right. Now, Skywatch mentioned that as we traverse this place, we should stick very close together. Shall we all hold on to a rope, perhaps, as we travel the streets, so we do not lose each other? Just as a tether.
It seems like a good idea to me.
Let's do it. But don't be afraid to cut loose if something goes wrong.
And the sooner that we can find some sort of rest, the better for Karun as well.
Certainly. All right. I will gather up my rope, and I will begin to hand it to each person. So the best way out of here, Sakawachi, do you assume it's going to be up that way and finding a way down, or shall we try to escape the observatory from the lower levels?
It looks like we can slide down, or we can climb back down the ladder that your friend here has made. It seems both are viable.
I will look to the others. Shall we begin our trek then? Is Sakawachi leading us, or at least guiding us?
Very well.
I will do my best.
We will be by your side.
Which way do you go? Do you slide down the roof, or do you climb back down the ladder in the telescope?
I vote we climb down the ladder. Less likely to break our ankles.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
likely to
taking
have
my
to do a
ladder
check.
back.
All right.
All right. And just a reminder, Karun has fashioned this ladder out of debris from inside the observatory, and it's super sick. This ladder is amazing. What? This is the best.
Are there designs etched into it? Is it super fancy pants?
I've put in some elven runes. They don't do anything, but they look nice.
They look like they do something, and that's what's important.
That's right.
It says like in Elvish, "I'm the bomb."
It's the lyrics to the Spice Girls song. If you want to be my lover.
Yeah. I
But
don't
in
know how
Elvish.
Karun had the time to do all this in the middle of a fight, but there it is.
Karun makes time in the middle of the fight.
So you climb back down the ladder and begin to head out of the observatory. And Skywatch kind of looks around and she says, I think that our meeting was fated. The unlikely events that have led to this, as well as this rune, this protection that is on me and all of you, must mean something. We were fated to meet. I think we are meant to travel together. Do you not agree?
I do. I think as long as you stay with us, we'll be able to protect you. Perhaps divine some further meaning of why this has happening.
I am also curious. Perhaps you are meant to help me. Perhaps I am meant to help you, or both.
Oh, we shall endeavor to find out.
Skywatch sort of looks around, and I suppose this way is as good as any. And she begins traveling south. As you begin to leave the vicinity of the observatory, you begin to hear the sounds of footsteps on cobbled streets that are not your own. People sort of jogging at a jogging pace. Skywatch holds a hand back and she says, "Someone is moving." And someone amongst you can make a perception check for me.
I will, because my bonus is bananas. Yeah. I think I have like a plus. Oh, I have a plus 12 now. Boop.
Yes.
28.
Very good. I was supposed to say that's when we get a natural one.
Yeah.
So you are like walking down the stairs of the observatory as Skywatch says this, and rounding a corner, Arcelia, you can see hobgoblins. It looks like there is there are 5 of them headed your way. One of them has a red-orange cloak.
Are we in a position so that it will be inevitable that they come upon us? Does there seem to be any hiding spot for us, perhaps?
You can absolutely try. Would you all like to try and hide, or how would you like to handle this?
Very quickly, I will say,
Yes.
They're coming. A squad of 5. Should we hide?
Yes. Yes, we should attempt to hide.
I do not hide. I will stand here. You go.
Please do not be stupid.
Sometimes the most tactically impressive decision is the one that lets you fight another day.
Yes,
I'm not going to fight.
we are not ready to get into another fight, Malavik.
I'm not trying to fight anyone.
But they
Why
are
do
trying
we?
to fight us, Malavik. I will be trying to hide.
I think they're the ones that managed to escape earlier. This might be their leader.
Fine, have it your way.
Okay.
Like
I will
knowing
join
that
them.
Karun is gone.
Very well. Everybody that is trying to hide, please make a stealth check.
13.
18.
Okie doke.
7.
Let's see. Oh boy. Faster. Oh, that's not good. Okay, that's a 3 for Sakuachi. Yeah, Rashtak rolled a little bit better. Okay, 17 from Rashtak. Alrighty. You all try to find some hiding spots, but you can see as you are rushing to find some cover, that the hobgoblins are already starting to rush up the path of stairs leading to the observatory. And I would like to move you back to the observatory. Please select your tokens and roll initiative.
Oh no.
Is this going to be
22.
perception based or stealth based?
So this will be stealth based.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm sorry. I forgot to specify.
I don't know
So
how to remove my 22.
just
roll
roll it
roll
again.
again?
Yeah, just roll it.
15.
That was so much better.
Well,
Yes, we could have probably just removed our modifiers and then added the appropriate one.
Okay.
Ooh!
girl, hide. Get out of there.
My girl Sakuachi coming in hot.
She rolled a nat 20 on her stealth
It
initiative.
won't let me change it for some reason.
Won't let you change it in the list.
Nope. It just goes gray, and then it puts what I rolled initially.
Did you hit enter?
Yep.
What's your total?
I mean, after I rolled it again, it was 16.
Alrighty. You can definitely see some of these hobgoblins are wounded as they are rushing up. You probably recognize some of the wounds that you inflicted as they begin to make their way. But one of them does seem rather nimble as they are rushing up the stairs. And did this not change the token? Okay, that one that is blue there is the one that looks a little bit more nimble. Okay. I will mark them with a blue dot as well, just in case that's a little bit easier to see. Okay. As they begin to rush up the stairs, let's see. Okay, let's get some initiative for them. Okay. Ooh, she rolled very well. Okay, as you are all sort of rushing into position, and Arcelia notices that they are already making their way upon you, this hobgoblin in the back yells to the rest of the hobgoblins,
Blood! Blood! Let their blood spill! We will take what they have, and we will have our fill!
What are they saying? I can't understand a single thing.
Probably not good things, I would assume.
What was that?
as you're asking for that, there is a crossbow that is fired, and this one will be aimed towards Malavik. Ooh, shit. Okay. That's a natural 1. Okay. As the hobgoblins are sort of rushing up the stairs, there's a slip that happens with this one as the bolt sort of sails past. Then they will reload and fire again. This time at Arcelia. 25 to hit. As a bolt sails past Sakuachi and hits you in the leg. Thunk. Sakuachi's turn. Sakuachi will sort of run back here, I think, and cast Bless again. Actually, you know what? Sakuachi will stay right where she is and cast Bless. That way, anybody that runs forward can be in Bless.
I believe she can also extend it if she uses an action. I'm not sure exactly, but she can spend actions to increase the range of it.
Okay.
Or the radius.
So basically heighten it, or... Oh, you can use the concentrate to increase the emanations radius by 5 feet. Yeah, absolutely. She's got an extra action. Why not? She will extend it to 10 feet. Sakuachi. So, fuck it. She's going to back up. Okay. Malavik, it is your turn.
With me, you won't hear a normal scream, you just hear more of a normal.
So I activate rage. And I will go. Yeah. Is this part of the stair open? Right here?
Oh, yeah. There's no railings or anything. You can jump off if you want.
No. I was wondering.
It's probably about, I'd say 5 feet up. Like that.
Okay. I will swing. This will be draconic.
Okay. Oh! That's a
Not
crit.
20. force damage.
Very nasty strike from Malwick. Rushing forward, you attack with your greatsword. So rage, 1 action, move, and greatsword. Okay,
That's correct.
all right. For 22 slashing damage, you leave a horrible strike into this goblin, rending their flesh. You can see it like slices through part of their armor. Blood starts to well up in their mouth. Fill up. Karoon, it's your turn.
I would like to. Is there any debris or any kind of thing I could craft some bolts from on the ground out here?
Definitely not in
no.
a quick way, for sure.
Very well. Am I allowed to group coerce?
You can definitely try. You can try and demoralize them. Yeah. Oh well, no.
Right.
This would be a coerce. So coerce is different. Coerce would be, let's see the exact action. I want to make sure this is correct. Okay, so this is charisma-based intimidation. Interesting. With either veiled or covert threats, you attempt to bully a creature into doing what you want. You must spend at least 1 minute of conversation with a creature you can see, and that you can either see or sense you. And at the end of the conversation, you can attempt an intimidation check. So it's a longer type thing. I don't think it's meant for battle.
No. All right. Then,
You can just try and demoralize, which is an intimidation, but it's not a group coerce.
all right. Then I'll try to demoralize them.
Sure.
I will look at whatever one appears to be the leader, perhaps
Okay.
the most colorful and flamboyant of them.
The one with the
And I will look
red-orange cloak looks to be very flamboyant.
I will look upon them, and my body will become slowly, increasingly flickering out of existence, seemingly one with the shadows, and I will say unto it, the bones of your ancestors tremble, not of fear, but of anticipation of your everlasting company.
Leave this place and never return.
Okay, make an intimidation check.
17.
17. You see all of the hobgoblins sort of like look around like wildly and then look at you, and then you see this, smaller figure that's kind of wreathed in shadow. And they look towards Narthkeza, and Narthkeza says,
What, you fools? Look to them! Fight! Blood! Take their things! We are here for their loot! We cannot leave without!
Oh, they just want loot? What was that? I can't understand the thing they're saying. How many actions was this? Is this only one?
1.
Then I would like to create a diversion.
Okay. Let's see. Diversion. These are all different things that you can do here. This is a deception based on charisma.
So I roll for deception.
Mm-hmm.
22.
Okay. With a gesture or trick or some distracting words, you can create a diversion that draws creatures' attention elsewhere. If you use a gesture or trick, this action gains the manipulate trait. If you use distracting words, it gains the auditory and linguistic traits.
It's a physical trick. I will conduct my most powerful sense of persuasion against creatures as dumb as these. I come out of the shadows, addressing them in my full form, and I take a little silver out, and I go, pss, 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 pss. And I toss it over the edge.
Okay.
Go get it.
Yeah, you can see several hobgoblins sort of look like very confused, look over to the side, and North Keza does as well.
Money. I will now take cover.
Okay.
That is my turn.
You just kind of duck down and put your like hands on your head. You got to realize when you take cover, there has to be something there. So right now you're trying your best to snake eater without a box.
Yeah, making myself a smaller target.
Mm-hmm.
And back into the shadows I go.
Okay. Alrighty. Yara.
All right.
The hobgoblin's attention is off to wherever Karun threw the thing.
To be clear, the ones that have all of them had threatening actions or hostile actions used towards them so far?
Used towards them? Towards
Yes,
each of the hobgoblins?
So an intimidation, I would assume, would be considered threatening it, right? And that was towards the leader?
So this was towards North Keza, yeah.
Okay, so I will not be using my flute on him, as he would get a +4, so I'm not doing that. But what I will do is I will go ahead and I will cast Lifelink upon Malavik for one action. This will heal him for 4 points of health. And from there, the one that he is working on, I will go ahead and I will wave my hand over Dronus's rapier and send needle darts launching towards this creature for an 18 to hit.
Okay. And this is towards the one in front of Malavik, you said?
Yes.
Okay. I believe that is a hit, but let me just double check. Oh, nope, that is a miss. So it's not that you miss them. You connect with their armor. So there's a lot of ding, 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 and it just doesn't penetrate the armor, what you can see.
All right. They will reapparate as the rapier upon my waist, and that is my turn.
Okay. The soldiers will begin rushing forward, climbing the steps. First of all, the one that is in front of you, Malavik, that you have hit very hard with your sword, will attempt to strike you with a long sword. 14 is a miss. It strikes with its longsword. You simply parry it out of the way. It spins, delivering a second strike with a 9. Another parry. You are reading this creature easily. It tries for a third strike, a bit worried now, and gets a 17 to hit. Assume that is also a miss.
Where's your best warrior? Not waste my time.
Yay! Loot! Loot! We will take your loot!
This one on the edge of the stairs rushes up and tries to attack you from behind. Flanking you, giving you flat-footed, so that's a -2 to your AC as it will attack. And they have some special bullshit that will not activate. Okay. Sorry, I was just reading that. This guy will attack you. The flat-footed is still in place as they attack you. 17 to hit.
It's a miss.
Okay. This one strikes. You see it circling around you, Malavik. You can sense the strike. You use the minimum amount of effort to get out of the way. Second attack, though, 22.
It's a hit. Now, about the hit, I have temporary HP. Does that go first before Yara takes damage? Or does Yara still takes damage?
I think the temporary HP goes first. and then Yara takes damage. Because it's
Alright.
supposed to act like a buffer.
A shield almost.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's 1 damage. You'll take 3.
All right. The curse has spread further into my face and the scars are glowing. There's a little bit of blood trickling from my nose.
Okay, that is it for its turn. This last one rushes up the stairs. You can see this one's already kind of bloody. It probably has needle marks, like, or no, this is the one that has the pox on it. You can see those horrible boils everywhere. Buzzing bites. It was buzzing bites. That's what he hit them with, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think you killed the one that had the goblin pox last time. And this one just has like these welts all over its face. You know, it's all like swollen up. Got horrible mosquito bites everywhere. Just all pink. And will rush to your side and attack you, Malavik. Now their special bullshit will activate. Which does not matter for this moment. But it will try and strike you with a long sword. Ooh, 29 to hit.
That's a crit. If my AC is 19 at the moment.
Yep. Okay. 26 slashing damage from this one, Malavik. Just quickly getting overwhelmed.
As a reaction, I'd like to present my amulet, reducing the damage by 6.
Okay.
It's more like it. Arrgh.
Okay. This one will, let's see, strike a second time. For a 22 to hit. Okay, and this is for 8 slashing damage.
You
Okay.
have to finish the job if you want to kill me.
Loot! Loot! We will take your things!
Arcelia, it's your turn.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Does it look like I would be able to skirt past this individual here? Is there enough space on the stairs?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
If you are moving past, if you are staying there to fight, I'd probably ask for an acrobatics check.
I want to move past, especially since it's engaged with Malavik.
Yeah, I think that would require an acrobatics check for sure.
Wait, what does bless give us again?
A +1 on a bunch of shit.
Should have asked that a long time ago.
Yes,
I put it in the
actually.
chat, but I think it got pushed down.
Oh, it would have been, yes, a +1 to attack rolls.
Yeah, it's attack rolls,
Okay.
and that's it. I thought it was for more than that, but it's just attack rolls.
Wow.
So would a 19 have hit that creature that I was attacking before?
No.
Okay, very good.
All right. Just for clarification, if I wanted to move here, would that be one action
Yes.
with
You-
an acrobatics
yeah,
roll?
you just have to make an acrobatics check, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so you
And-
are just moving past. I think if you're just moving past to get to there, I don't think you have to make an acrobatics. It was if you were standing there and fighting.
No.
On the edge here. No, I don't think
I
you
would
need
like
one
to
for that.
move here.
Yep.
All right. As it's distracted, I begin to rush past it. And what I would like to do with my second action is to push this individual back, perhaps even trying to throw them off of the stairs.
Yeah, okay. This hobgoblin, she was named Narthkeza by them, you heard. Okay. You can absolutely give that a shot. I think that will be an athletics check.
Very good.
Wait, which one are you pushing?
This one.
The boss? Or the one in front of her?
The one in front of Malavik.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought you were trying to push the Narcosa.
Would it be physically possible for me to throw them off the stairs?
Yeah, it's not like it's super far down or anything. It's about 5 feet down, but you can definitely do that. You can
Okay.
definitely try.
It would remove flat-footed, so I think that would be a very good idea.
Okay.
As I swing around, I try to bodily shove this person, this hobgoblin, with a 22 athletics.
Okay. Okay, that is a success. You shove them. I just want to see how far you can push them.
100 feet, because my muscles are so big and strong.
Well, they have different like feats that you can upgrade your shoves with.
Oh,
And
mine are regular.
Yeah, this was not a crit, but you did get a success. You can push them back 5 feet, which is enough to get them there and still remove the flat-footed for this situation.
Nah.
Still have one more action. They sort of stumble back, like waving their arms.
Okay. Oh man. 4 actions would be great right now. For my last action, I'll move in the spots to avoid the guy just moving forward.
Okay.
And that will be my turn.
Arash talk.
Yes, I will go now. All right, what can I do? I also very badly need a rest. Yeah.
No kidding.
So I think that this will be an opportune time to potentially. No, can't do that. I believe this will be an opportune time to use a rousing splash on Malavik. And you will see this water begin to coalesce from the mosquitoes that surround me. And then they will form water above Malavik and blast you with a cold, refreshing splash of water. You're welcome.
Yeah.
That is for a bunch of temp HP. What is that?
8, I think. You.
I've been imagining this whole time,
5.
like whenever Yara uses rousing splash, it's kind of like sparkling water, and when Arashtak does, it's just swamp water.
Stanky swamp water. Okay.
I should learn one for drugs.
Okay. Alrighty. And then Arashtak will use his other 2 actions to cast
Ray of Frost towards the goblin that is about to fall off. An 11. I have 3 hero points. I will use one. A 28.
for 7 cold damage. You see Arashtak stick his finger out, and this swirling cold begins to form around his fingers as this ray of frost spreads across this creature. You can see the creature like grabbing at the areas that are freezing up. They begin to freeze up, and they just fall off the edge. It's a short fall, but it's still hilarious. I got one! And now it is a new round. Narthkeza's turn. Seeing Arcelia rush into position, Narthkeza will... I think... will move here and will fire a crossbow at it's gonna be Yara, and they will also be reloading, so this is their only action here with the crossbow. Oh, never mind, I'm sorry, she's got some bullshit. Hold on. That's some bullshit.
Is it some oracle killing bullshit?
No. It's some...
I love that we keep calling it bullshit, and just in my mind I'm imagining there's a section on the character sheets that just say bullshit now.
It's my thing. I believe I have invented it. I've been doing it ever since I've been doing role playing, and I like to think it will be my legacy moving forward. Everyone calls it. I got some character bullshit. Yeah. No, they have a special thing called running reload, so they actually get to reload as they move.
Cool.
Okay, and they will fire a crossbow at you. 26 to hit.
Oh yes, that hit. Not a critical though.
Oops, first one. Why did that roll? Sorry, that is the wrong thing. Let's try this again. Ooh, 5 plus... 1d8. Ooh, 13. 13 damage with their crossbow precision. You see this bolt sail past the goblins, threading the needle. Yara, you're not even really paying attention to that specifically. This goblin moving. You're maybe keeping an eye on Arashtak and the thing that he just did. And the crossbow just nails you like right in the rib, like... and then let's see, move. They reload at the same time, fire. And then I think they will demoralize. I think they're gonna sort of yell towards you, Arcelia. She says, "Drop all your things and let you leave alive, I will." And this will be a will save.
Very good. I'm gonna
What did he say?
Reroll that.
Okay, using a hero point.
25.
Okay. Arcelia, you are not affected by this.
I turn to her and I say, no.
She sort of recoils, like as she just... Maybe you just like straighten up just a little bit, like you're fully imposing height. It's a much weaker growl, but she tries to growl back. Skywatch. Skywatch will, I think, probably be a little bit scared and try and get away here. Skywatch is going to move, probably rushing behind Arashtak, since he just killed one of these hobgoblins. And as she does so, she's going to take an attack of opportunity from the one that was right next to Malavik. Okay, this will be a long sword attack as Skywatch moves. Ooh, that is a thing. I think that's a crit. Nope, not a crit.
Whoa, her AC then.
For 7 slashing damage. As she's running, she gets sliced across the back from this well-trained hobgoblin. Okay. Malavik, it is your turn.
Which one was it that hit me harder? I will turn around and say, was it you? And I will go for this one. I will slash at it with the great sword. Yay, mighty mo. 27.
That is a hit for 15 slashing damage. You spill its blood as you turn.
And I will slash it. Yeah, 27. Oh, my bad. Take 5 from that.
Yeah, 22.
22.
And you're aiming at the same one?
Yep.
Okay.
That damage. What?
Jeez.
That is a hit. How do you kill him?
I decapitate it, but as I do it, I catch the head in my hand and throw it at the feet of the one in front of me.
Okay.
Malavik's so fucking metal. Holy moly.
You're next. Don't go anywhere. And I take my hand and I grab it by the throat, and I'm going to attempt to grapple it.
Okay.
18.
18. I think that is not a success, but let me check. Makes it, breaks it. You got him.
Yeah. I'll grab it and I'll tighten my grip. And pain goes away as I smile and lick my lips.
Looking bad this is.
You hear Narthkeza scream in the background. Haroon, it is your turn.
Does the one right next to me
actually,
have a...
I'm sorry. No, that was the
I
third
didn't
action.
even-
That was your third.
Yeah, it was.
Sorry.
And I forget to add bless to any of that, but it's okay.
Does the one who's dead right next to me have any crossbow bolts? Does it look like he has a crossbow?
Oh, make a perception check. Let's find out.
Oh no. Perception. I perceive that he is dead.
You can see
Maybe.
that he's definitely got like a bunch of stuff on him, but there's no like easily accessible crossbow bolts. There is a quiver that must have had arrows, but there's no arrows there.
Right.
Which wouldn't help you anyway. You need bolts.
Right. Does he have any other easily accessible weaponry?
Yeah, there is a longsword on the ground.
Oh no. Friggin' thing is bigger than I am. Alright, that's fine. I will leave. I will go this way with one movement and deploy the ladder to get down.
Okay, absolutely. It's 2 actions, and then you can, you can be down here if you want to be.
I will be down here.
Sure.
And I will also take cover while I am down here. I'm not running away, you guys. I'll be right there.
Okay, Yara, it's your turn.
Seeing how badly Malavik has been attacked in these previous turns, I will go ahead and I will start to imbue some of my herbs and whatnot, my salves, with some magical energy as I rush forward, and I will do battle medicine on Malavik at an expert level. For 28 points of healing. For 28 points of healing total. But it would have been a crit, actually. I believe. No, it would not be a crit. 28 points of healing total for Malavik.
Okay.
You will feel the herbs start to kind of soothe all of your wounds, and they'll start to close on themselves. Very good. At least I was able to fucking do something with this thing once. All right. Then I will go ahead and I will take the remainder of the salves and I will begin to rub them on my wounds as well, doing treat wounds at an expert level for myself for a 27, which will be 20 points of healing as well.
Wow. Very nice. Yeah, that shit's crazy. And this is all one action? You get to do this?
Yeah, they are both one action.
Okay.
Battle medicine is awesome, but the thing is, once you use it, you cannot use it again for the rest of the day.
Gotcha.
But I do have an exception for one person.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Very well. The hobgoblin that is currently grabbed is going to try to escape the grab as best as possible. So this will be, I think, just contested athletics rolls.
23.
21 and try.
I believe after being healed by Yara, I don't even have to look back to know what's happening. My strength becomes even more invigorated and fiery, and I'm just tightening my grip on his throat as I'm being healed at the same time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gonna keep trying to break your grip. Trying again. 14.
20.
And another one. 22. Hey,
22.
makes it, breaks it. Finally breaking free with the last of its actions, which is not going to help. It finally worms some fingers in and pulls yours apart as maybe it gets in like a kick to your shins as he escapes from your grasp, falling to the ground. Taking deep breaths, looking a bit wide-eyed. Arcelia, it's your turn.
Very good. I would like to move closer to the leader here. I would perhaps even move one further down, but I think that's the edge of the map.
It is.
Essentially, I want to cut them off. So I'll run forward with one action, and with my second, I would like to grapple them.
Okay. Go ahead. Make an athletics check.
Very good. 23.
That is a success. You grab them.
I wrangle one of my free arms around their throat and I hold them in place.
Yeah.
And
She was right in the middle of like reloading a crossbow, like putting the bolt in, and like as she's looking down to put the bolt in, you're already there and you start to grab them.
And as I lean forward, pulling her closer, I will say in her ear, I believe it's now your turn to surrender.
Ooh, make a coercion check. This will be charisma-based intimidation.
Okay. My charisma is +3. 14.
Okay. She wriggles in your grasp and doesn't seem to be listening.
Very good. I believe that's all 3 actions.
Okay. Arashtak. Arashtak will point a finger at this hobgoblin next to Malavik that has just fallen back to the ground.
Good! Now I don't have to worry about hitting Malavik!
And he will shoot a ray of frost towards this hobgoblin.
For 16!
But the hobgoblin falls to the ground, and as it does, it sort of ducks, and the ray of frost shoots right past.
Unfortunate. And then I will take cover.
That's it for Arashtak's turn. North Keza will then try to wriggle free from your grasp using acrobatics to do so. 23 versus your athletics, Arcelia.
15.
She breaks free. And she will then begin to... Why is that happening? I can't turn that shit off. She then will try to run away and fight another day. She begins to rush down the stairs, and as she does so, you see the hobgoblin that is left above. Escape if you can, but I wouldn't count on it. As Narthkeza leaves, the hobgoblin looks around, realizing he's the only one left, and he looks a bit panicked. Narthkeza will begin to leave. Sakuachi will... what can she do here?
How large is her emanation at the moment for
10 feet.
Less. Got you. All right. Because you can expand it every turn if you wanted to, which is pretty darn cool.
Yep. She will continue to do that. She's going to move here. Maybe here. And will, extend it. Doesn't really do much else other than that. You just feel this sort of warm, happy sensation begin to course through you. I think this is going to reach 15 feet now. So just out of range of Arcelia, but everybody else gets it. Malavik, it's your turn.
How far away is Narkessa? Is she gone?
She is pretty fast. Let me just double check.
50 feet fast.
Well, she used all of her actions. She had 2 actions to run.
2.
So she is 50 feet away right now.
Good. I'm going to slash at this one first.
We love a bloodthirsty barbarian.
20.
A 20 is a hit. How do you kill him?
I run him through, keep him on my sword, as I'm not done moving. As I have him on my sword, I'm going after Narkessa with a sudden charge.
Amazing. You dash up to twice your speed, which is 50, with these 2 last actions. And you will swing. I'm saying you have a circumstance penalty because you get a goblin on your sword. It's intimidating.
Or
as
is that a
shit.
circumstance bonus?
Wait, I want to
I mean,
It goes from being a slashing weapon to a bludgeoning weapon.
Well, they're not D&D goblins. They're not like little creatures. These are medium-sized creatures, so I think it's definitely a circumstance penalty. Yeah.
21. Well,
21.
Actually, it's a 22 if bless counts, but I don't think it does. 21.
It won't, not anymore. So that is a miss. As you strike, the hobgoblin goes flying off your sword. And you sort of swing. It's close. You probably fray some of Narthkeza's cloak a little bit more. But she looks behind. Close you are, but you will not get me this day.
Technically, I'm standing right next to her.
She continues running.
Okay.
And do you follow?
I am raging. Yep.
Okay.
Rip her fucking head off.
Okay. We're gonna do a little scene here then. Oops. Let me do this. So, for the purposes of combat, Malavik is chasing Narthkeza through these tunnels. Let me re-add her to the turn order here. Okay. She had like a 28 on her initiative or some shit. As you are running through the tunnels, what I'm going to do here, Malavik, is we're going to do a little special mini game thing. We shall call this Whack-a-Goblin.
Hobgoblin.
Whack-a-Goblin is better because my name is in it.
Wow. I knew it was coming. I knew it. Predictable.
So, Malavik, you begin to chase Narth Keza. The rest of you see Malavik run off at full speed. As this happens, Malavik, you are having some serious trouble with your sense of direction. Even though Narth Keza is just barely in front of you, this is... you're finding this very difficult. Narth Keza is as fast as you are. So this is... you are neck and neck as you are rushing. And as you are rushing through these streets... I'm gonna roll for Narth Keza first. Because she is first in the turn order here. Okay.
Damn these streets! They twist and turn! Not enough time to look at the stars!
As Narth Keza continues to try, you see her look up and around, trying to figure things out. She rushes down a street and then another. You find yourself struggling to maintain the right direction, even though you are close. Please make a survival check.
11.
Oh, a tie. So you manage to keep up with Narth Keza, and there's a few moments where you actually stop, and as you look around, you realize that you've turned around somehow. You're going back the way that you came. Narth Keza has apparently done the same thing, though. Please roll again. Survival.
17.
Narth Keza makes her way down a street and then finds herself in a dead end. Catch up to her. As you approach, she sort of looks around.
This end is dead, and so am I!
She turns quickly towards you, Malavik. Your sense of direction is skewed, but you see Narth Keza right in front of you. What do you do?
I'm going to rush up to her. And I am going to try to slice her through.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
This is with 4 fire damage. This is rest. 15.
Okay. That is a miss. Maybe your mind is playing tricks on you as you're rushing through the streets. Seeing the scenery and landscape make no sense. As you're running forward, you should be going down this way that you were sure you were going, and it's thrown you off. Okay, we're gonna say that you still have 2 actions left.
I'm going to attempt to grab this one then.
Okay.
29.
Oh yeah, you grab Narth Keza without a problem. She looks like she's trying to run past you, and you just grab her by the wrist and pull her roughly.
As I'm having her grabbed, I'm going to try to attempt to knock her out. Non-lethal.
Okay. Make an unarmed attack. Yeah, because you have her grabbed, so you can't use your greatsword.
16.
Yeah, you try and knock her out, but she's very wriggly and trying very hard to break your grasp. She will dodge out of the way of this.
That's it.
Okay.
That's all I can do.
Narth Keza will try and break your grasp. That is a Rashtok sheet, not Arthkeza's. Let's try that again. Okay, 12.
I rolled a 15.
Oh, you just rolled that? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hang on. She's going to try again. That's a nat 20.
She just breaks, right? If it's nat 20?
I think you still get to roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
15.
Yeah, she breaks free, and she pushes off your chest as she begins to run away again. Do you give chase?
Yeah.
Okay.
How far away? She only moved 25, right?
Yeah. Yep.
I'm going to sudden charge.
Okay.
No, she only moved 25. Oh, she only moved 25.
You can still sudden charge if you want. Still a good move.
Yeah. That'll put me in front of her.
Okay.
Ooh, that's that one.
Yeah, you go to strike, and you notice that you're back in the dead end. Like you were just there, and you turned around, you ran, and then suddenly it's ahead of you again. You see Narthkeza looking confused.
Damn this place! Damn this magic!
I have one more attempt. If I'm in front of them, I caught up to them already.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna grab them again.
Okay.
27.
Okay. You grab her again. This time, as you grab her, she wriggles for a moment and then sort of resigns herself to this fate.
But I'm going to...
Have me you do! Kill me you must.
I'm gonna put her to sleep. Chokehold.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna throw over my shoulder and try to take her back to the group. Well, I'll put her to sleep. I have rope in my bag. I'll tie her up.
Sure.
Then throw over my shoulder.
Please make a survival check.
17.
Where was that observatory? Meanwhile, back with the group.
I'm rifling through the dead creature in front of me on the ground out here, trying to find any kind of weaponry or notes, maybe.
Okay. You begin
down
to,
here.
Yeah, you begin to try to rifle through things as Malvik has sort of run off.
He'll be back.
What are the rest of you doing?
I am surveying the landscape and watching if the streets that Malavik has just run down have rotated in front of us.
Yes. Yes, they have.
I look towards us, Celia.
I think our friend is going to have some trouble getting back.
Why did he run off?
Well, when he gets in the heat of combat, he gets, a little reckless. It is very useful, but in instances like this, it tends to make him forget, well, things like changing scenery in front of us. If I turn my head, am I still able to perhaps see where it is the street that it looked like he ran down is, or is it just ever-changing super rapidly?
It's not super rapid. It's just enough where as soon as you think you've got the layout sorted out, like you've memorized it, it starts to change again.
And do I see the street still, or has it rotated far away at this point?
No, it's still there. Everything is like still connected. It's very much like a vertigo-like sensation, I think.
What do we think? Is it best for us to just wait here for him?
I do not know. This place is very strange. This magic is illusory in nature. But I do not know.
We did say that in the case that we get separated, we should come back here. So that is what
Yes.
Malefic is going to do.
And this place seems to be the one constant from what we can tell. Yes?
Perhaps
It does
maybe
not appear constant when you are moving outside.
Damn it.
Mm-mm.
Were the
Can we-
buildings...
What time of day is it? Is it nighttime? Is it daytime?
Yeah, it's nighttime.
It's nighttime. Can we see the stars from here?
You sure can.
Well, then, Karun is down here, away from everyone. Just, hey, you guys, look up. Is that moving around?
It's not.
Just look up, then.
Well, that means we are not rotating in this very specific spot. Perhaps. But, looking at the buildings from where I saw Malavik run to, is the observatory higher or is it lower? Like, can you see the telescope or the rooftop? From sort of like if he were to get on a building, would he be able to see it?
Probably.
All right.
From what you have seen, all of the buildings, it's like the entire city is moving. Whenever
It's
you've
very
got a
troublesome.
handle on its location, it's moving.
I have an idea. What if we set up some sort of flare or smokestack? Something to draw attention, at least directionally. Or at least to get Malavik to look up.
It will possibly alert other creatures in the area or other people in the area. But it might be better to chance it.
I don't think we can possibly leave here without him coming to us. So if we leave, there's no way that we're gonna get back together.
My
Karun?
darts will be difficult to see.
Haroon,
Yes.
you can make a perception check. Let's see what you find.
Oh, good. Ah, where am I? Who are you?
Got any hero points you want to use?
Fine, I'll use a hero point.
15. Okay. So you find a few things on the hobgoblins. Each of them has a set of hide armor, a longsword, short bow, and a wooden shield.
Oh no.
Yeah. So you do find a total of 20 arrows.
All right.
And 3 sets of hide armor, long swords, and short bows, and wooden shields.
All right. I'll take one of the bows and the arrows.
And roll a d20 for me. Find
17.
17 gold.
Woo!
I will open up my pack. Would you like to place them in here so that we have it all ready to go if we need to sell these later or anything like that? So you don't have to carry it.
That sounds good. What about putting all of these bounties upon spikes as a deterrent from other would-be attackers? Should we pike them?
That seems a little far.
Well, they're not very bright.
It would be very intimidating, that's for sure.
And also
Right.
very horrific. Yes, Arcelia.
I don't think it'd be a good idea. From when we were on the roof, I saw a number of roving war bands. That might only encourage them or intimidate them. They might think that a war band is trying to claim this spot or say something about hunting hobgoblins.
Well, we kind of just did hunt a bunch of hobgoblins, so it would be honest, at least. At least one of us is probably still hunting a hobgoblin, to be honest.
I will vote no on
Right.
this front.
Then maybe we
No
have to
offense.
hide the bodies.
No.
Just leave them here.
Why not?
We can toss them in into the ditch.
Sure, Lizard, let's throw them in the ditch.
Well, they will begin to stink soon.
They already stink. Karun is already dragging one by the foot.
I don't think they will stink too terribly. It's near freezing out here. But I will help. I'll pick one up and move it with the others.
I will be keeping my eyes peeled for Malavik. Any signs of him?
Are you staying where you are?
Are there any higher vantage points from where I am at present?
Not outside. I mean, you can do the same thing you did before and climb the telescope.
I think I will do that. I will go inside and I will see if I can notice anything.
I will also follow, and I will be charting the stars above us.
Yeah, Skywatch will actually help you out with that.
Oh, good.
Yeah, as you say, the stars. This is a very good idea. They do not appear to be magically affected by whatever spell does this. I can help you. I am an astronomer.
Oh, really?
Yes, I will help you search the stars.
Who would have thought the ruler of the observatory is also an astronomer? Yes, of course, that would be lovely.
Rostok, darling.
Yes.
I will pull out my my mace, my morning star. Could you cast light upon this?
Yes. I currently have it upon my staff. Do you need this, or can you use your shield?
Oh, I think my shield might be dim light. Let me see.
It is dim light, I think, for 20.
Yes. I'll need a bit of a brighter light. I'm going to try and make some sort of a signal light for him, perhaps. It'll draw his eye.
Oh, that is a good idea. I will stay by, otherwise my vision will be very useless.
Very good.
So, you begin to head atop the observatory. And Skywatch will sort of do this thing where she uses the telescope, and you have the ladder, I think, right next to the telescope. And you are just kind of trying to chart the stars. Now, Skywatch has star charts. So this isn't like a super difficult thing to do. With Skywatch's help, you kind of get a general idea of the stars. From what Skywatch tells you, it appears that it will still be quite difficult to navigate using the stars, but it is probably your best bet. Meanwhile, Malavik, goblin in hand, you are so lost.
Where am I? I thought I traveled down this street. I try to track my footsteps. It's cold here. Is it snowing?
There's maybe like an occasional flurry. And maybe some like wind will blow some snow like off roofs and things. So it does that shitty thing where like the wind will blow and all the snow from atop a roof will just fly off and land on you.
Not enough tracks, so I try to look down and see if there's any tracks. Nothing.
Mostly cobblestone streets, yeah.
I do have cuts and scrapes. I try to look for blood, but I'm pretty sure the cold weather would get rid of that pretty quickly. Just looks like dirt. I will just take a knife or something I had in my my waist, a dagger, and try to like etch into the side of a building to try to mark where I was and keep looking. I occasionally look up
and take a breath and I mean, I'm not dumb to nature or anything, so I would always look up. I do know about I don't know much about astronomy, but I do know how to track and follow clouds or the position of the moon. Is nighttime, right?
It is nighttime, yes.
How many moons are there?
I believe there's just the one for Galarian.
Okay, so yeah, I would look to that.
Do me a favor and please make a perception check.
12.
Okay. You can make a survival check now.
12.
Okay. Oh, Malavik, this is not going well. You are doing your best. You are leaving marks on buildings, and as soon as you start to like walk away from a building and you walk down a street, an alley sort of like manages to somehow find its way in front of you, and you can't find the mark that you left.
Damn. I'll look up again. Is the moon in the same place it was before?
No, it's in a different place. Maybe you took too long before you looked at the sky again. This is ridiculous. Who can keep track of this?
I will keep trying to trot forward.
Mm-hmm. Has the bright lights that Rostok and I are channeling up above kicked in yet?
Oh, it has. Malavik has not seen it.
Certainly.
Yeah, we'll just keep going and trying to look up constantly to track the moon. That's like my one source. The only thing that I know that is singular in the sky. And with that, if the moon has moved, I am no longer ranging, so I am thinking logically. I would always walk towards the moon.
Very well.
And just constantly check where I am to deduce. Do I smell anything? Like water or fire?
Yeah, I mean, there are a melange of smells here. It smells like blood, some creatures, lots of scents of varying folk.
Yeah, I'll just keep walking and looking up towards the moon.
Okay. After a while, and I mean a while, 2 hours, Malavik, you are trying to find your way back. Eventually, you hear a gasp nearby. Make a perception check.
24.
Darting behind a building, you see a young man dressed in thick sealskin clothes, similar to Sakuachi's.
There's no sense in hiding. I see you, smell you.
Do not
Come
kill
out.
me, please.
Your clothing, tribal.
Leather armor, this sort of sealskin leather, and then you see a pair of pale-skinned humans clad in leather armor and gray furs step out from the shadows.
How do they perceive me? With me being a tiefling is how I'm going to react.
Yeah, they sort of look a bit quizzically at each other, and then they look towards you. They're definitely talking, and they begin to approach. They don't look hostile.
I'll bend my knees. I still have this hobgoblin on my shoulder, but I'll bend down and have one hand out, just ready for any interception of whatever they're going to try to do.
He has a hobgoblin.
One of the Oath Raiders. I think that is Narkeza. Upon his shoulder. Yes, it does look like that, Jorov. Hail! What business do you have here?
No business of yours. Just trying to find a way back. This one was causing trouble, so I took care of it. But I need to get back to my group immediately.
Are you with the Obsidian Oath Raiders?
I don't even know what that is. They were hobgoblins that attacked us.
Yes, they are mercenaries. They try to... Well, they are trying to loot this place, but unlike the Smiling Wolves, they will kill anyone that they run into and take what they have.
So... Do I notice that they're dressed the same as Skywatch?
They are not.
They're not. Gotcha.
One of them is. And this is very obvious to tell. This is they have a sort of tribal look to their clothing. And there's trains in this town apparently. And the other two are in gray leathers.
I will speak to that one. He looks similar to the one that I was with.
One that you were with? What do you mean?
I do not know if I can trust the others. The one that I was with seems to not want to trust many. But if for some reason they trusted me.
Whom do you speak of?
One that was named Skywatch.
Skywatch!
I'll take a step back. At
You
the
have seen
outburst.
her! How long ago?
Protecting her. And if you are trying to go after her, I will do my best to protect her from here.
I am her escort. My name is Inuma.
Oh.
These are...
Then
These two... They are... mercenaries. We are mercenaries, but we are not like the Oath Raiders. Do not worry. We do not seek blood. We are simply here for the opportunity to... Well, this place was sitting here and... Well, our leader said that it would be a good opportunity for us to make some coin. I am Jorif. This is Yana. Hello.
I think I will stand up to my full height. And I will do a Malavik. But we must hurry back to my group. I do not know if more have come. Do you know where there's a, I don't know what they call it, a place with a telescope of some sort. I was looking for it. But these,
They
I keep getting turned around.
Are at the observatory then. We can take you there. Your friends are there as well. And Skywatch? Skywatch is there.
Yes.
Oh, I am so glad she's still alive.
The last I checked, she was. I dispatched all of the hobgoblins that were there and chased this one down these streets and got lost.
Yes, there is some sort of illusion magic here. We use the stars to help us, but it can be very difficult. Very well. If you will let us, we will assist you in returning to the observatory. If you wish, you and your friends can join us at our camp. We are... we can take you there if you wish.
I need to get back to them. I do not have a choice. I'll just look up at the moon once again.
Yes. It can be extremely confusing with the streets turning if you are not looking up all of the time. you get very turned around. It is difficult. But we will work together and we will make this happen. Yana, if you could lead the way, you are best at this. Yes, I will lead the way. And the five of you, I guess, with Narthkeza as a sack of potatoes, make your way back towards the observatory. Are you doing anything else along the way?
I'm being very observant of how this one is reading the stars, I guess, and how they're navigating. Along with keeping an eye out for these mercenaries. Taking measure, as a warrior would do. Trying to find out their strengths and weaknesses, if one is limping or favoring a certain side, a certain hand, a twitching motion in their fingers, stuff like that.
Yeah, they're pretty competent mercenaries. You can give me... do you have any, like... I will take society, or I will take lore related to... history, or...
I just have legal lore, whatever that is.
Yeah, I don't think that'll...
Okay. All right.
That's hilarious. Malavik, the raging lawyer.
Don't know why it's there.
95% of viewership for TTRPG.
The only law is my law.
Yeah.
All right. Society it is then. A 10.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, I'll leave it alone. Man, I really wanted to hit that.
Sure. So you can make a general perception check if you'd like for some stuff about them.
21.
Yeah. They're competent. They're like decent mercenaries. Like the hobgoblins were like regimented. They're not like regular goblins. They are proficient with weapons and stuff, and they know how to move tactically. Like they did surround you when they realized that you were a threat. These mercenaries, they are cautious of their movements. They're cautious of their environment. They're looking around a lot. One of the one known as Jorif is keeping an eye on the ground and sort of like relaying information back to Yana, who is navigating by the stars and sort of getting you guys back to the observatory, which will take about 8 minutes from where you were. So, as the rest of you...
Stupid.
As the rest of you are on top of the observatory, looking out for things.
I have given the book over to the ruler of the observatory, and I am underneath, back down below by the telescope in a hammock, and I'm sleeping.
Sure. Sakawachi would be on the telescope, looking through the spyglass and like keeping an eye out on the stars and whatnot. And
I'm letting the ruler do all of the work.
Sure. Yara, are you still up above? Arcelia?
I would have spent time definitely healing everyone as well as refocusing.
Sure.
But I'm sure there would be time left over, so I would be rotating with Roshtok so that he might refocus as well, and take care of whatever it is that he has to.
Sure.
Yes, I would be refocusing and most appreciating the healing that you have. Thank you, Yara.
Of course.
Can you look at my wound as well?
Of course. Throughout all of this time. Would you like me to roll for all of this, or do you believe we have enough time just to
You
forego
had 2
it?
hours, so I think you're
Right.
all healed up. So I don't think anybody's on top of the roof to notice.
I am,
Well,
actually.
Okay.
Yes. What I will be doing, as soon as my wounds are dressed, it's important to me to know what the immediate surroundings are like. I want to keep an eye out and know exactly when Malavik comes into sight,
Sure,
or at least begins to approach.
make a perception check.
21.
Yeah, I think that is enough. It takes you a little while to like focus. It's become really annoying to do this. It's like it's really confusing to your brain and your like equilibrium and stuff. You probably have to take breaks regularly. But walking up to the observatory, you see Malavik and 3 others approaching. Malavik has a hobgoblin with an orange-red cloak of furs tossed over his shoulder as he is walking towards the observatory.
He's here. He's back. He's back.
Malavik!
And I will begin to climb.
As you approach the doors, Malavik, you can hear some yelling inside.
You're here. Stay outside. Let me allow myself to let them know who you are before barging in.
Yes, as long as Skywatch is
Actually,
safe.
you come with me.
Yes.
Mercenaries, no disrespect.
We're not that busy.
I'll rap on the door.
I help yank it open, and I presume I'm not alone.
No, I'll be right with you.
I bought a gift. And I'll just like walk in and when I move, Skywatch's escort would be there.
Skywatch! She looks. Inuma? Inuma! And they rush towards each other and embrace.
There are others outside. If you want to let them in, they
My
hope
other
they get
escorts?
back.
No. They are others. They're mercenaries. Smiling wolves. Where are the others? I do not know.
And I'll gesture to the mercenaries to come in, and I will pull our group to the side and lay down Neskesa, I guess her name is.
Neskesa?
Yeah, I'll lay them down. I won't drop them. I'll lay them down. I say, not dead, unconscious. You can ask questions.
Yeah, there's like a wicked black eye that's formed.
Shall we try and tie them up then? Is anyone good at tying
They're
knots?
already tied. And I've already taken the weapons, whatever they had.
So on Narth Keza, make a perception check for me, please, Malavik.
28.
Whoa!
Woo-hoo-hoo.
Okay.
Empties pockets.
Mhm.
Burns her upside down.
Yeah. Okay. On Narth Keza, roll me 2d20s, please, Malavik.
Alrighty.
Because that was a crit.
13 and an 11.
Okay. So you find 24 gold pieces. You find... where did she go? You find a crossbow, 20 bolts, a set of scale mail, a short sword, and that's it.
So I'll just unpack what I had in my pack. Because I can't have it on me. It'd encumber me. And I'll just dump this stuff on the ground. And I'll throw the sack of gold to Arcelia. And then I'll just kind of like slam against the wall and slide down. I've been walking for 2 hours. I'm tired. The rage is depleted and I'm overexhausted. Do not walk in the streets. I don't know what's going on. That one over there, I'll point at the one that charted, knew where they were going.
You're pointing outside to the two smiling wolf mercenaries.
They help me get back. It'd be rude not to let them in. We do not own this place. They said something about a camp, and I believe I don't know about you, but I do not want to be here any longer than I have to.
How are your wounds? Are you able to proceed? You didn't look too bad last I helped you.
Scratches.
Right.
Well, I mean, I could use some healing, but if it's just from moving from one place to another, it's what it is. I have like probably a couple of deep gashes on a thigh and possibly across the shoulder. Yeah,
Right.
I'll do this.
I'll let the mercenaries in. Please take care of Malavik.
Do we think we'll be taking some time to speak before we head off, looking at everyone?
I think we should talk a little, but in case we get separated.
All right. And Malavik, while we speak, how about I tend to you?
All right.
And before I do that, I will hug you. I will whisper, we were very worried about you. I'm glad you were safe.
I'll look down. I guess you can see like a little blush come up, and I was fine. And then I'll stop and I'll say, thank you for worrying. I shouldn't have ran off, but an opportunity was present and we didn't. I'll try to make excuses, but there is no excuse. I was raging.
That is okay.
As I'm walking away, I'll grab your shoulder, Malavik, and I'll say, good hunting. Well done.
And I'll submit to Yara.
All right. And I will work on him for the next 10 minutes whilst whatever discussion goes on happens.
Okay. Outside, Arcelia, you walk up to the Smiling Wolf Mercenaries.
Well, don't stand out in the cold. Come on up.
Thank you for the invitation. You are an orc and a tiefling together.
Oh, there are a number of interesting. Yes, an entire party. They mentioned something about a camp. Is that where you are from?
Yes, we have a camp. If we judge that you are, that you mean us no harm, we can bring you to meet with our leader, Mats.
And so you stumbled upon your guide. Is that what happened?
Well, we have learned how to navigate this place, but we have run into this Enuma. They stumbled upon our camp.
Well, come on in. Let's get your boots warm and dry. Perhaps Rashtok can make you something. As I let them pass through the threshold, I would like to eyeball them, essentially try to see if I notice any symbols, any heraldry, anything that might be indicative of an organization.
Sure. You can make a... I will take history, society,
Okay, we'll do society. Unless I can do esoteric.
Nah,
Probably
I don't
not.
think this is going to count.
I'm gonna reroll that.
Okay. 12 rerolled to an 8.
Nice.
Yeah, you don't really know much about them. They're pretty plain looking in terms of what they wear. There's nothing that screams out at you like any sort of heraldry or anything. They're certainly not knights.
Do they look well maintained? Do they look like professional mercenaries, or perhaps?
They are a bit scruffy, but you can tell more with a perception check. Make a perception check for me.
Okay. $24.
Okay. They're scruffy, but they seem very competent.
Very good. I will speak out to Rashtok. Can we get something warm in their bellies? We only have a few minutes before we should go, but they
yes,
deserve to shake off the snow.
I can start preparing something, yes.
Good. Well, we happened upon our own guide, as you can see here. We've been looking at the stars, awaiting Malvik's return. Thank you for returning him to us. He's very important.
It was not much of a bother. Plus, there is a possibility that Mats will want to speak with you regardless. If you are also mercenaries, well, there is a possibility that we may be willing to work with you. But again, that is not my place to say. Mats is our leader.
We are not mercenaries particularly. We are within an organization seeking information. And I myself am a diplomat of the Namathkar tribe of the Burning Sun clan.
Burning Suns? I did not know that there were any in this part of the world.
It has been an initiative of my people to expand and try to seek out new reaches.
Is that why you are here? You sought to meet with the peoples of Skywatch?
It is not exactly why we are here, but you can say that we had a set of unfortunate circumstances that have landed us here. We do intend to go back home at some point, but for now, it seems there are people missing, and they are perhaps in need of help.
Very well. We shall eat, and if you wish to return with us to the Smiling Wolf camp, Yana, do you agree?
They seem... They do not mean any harm. They outnumber us.
We do not mean harm. No. We do not choose violence, generally, and depending on the circumstance. We try to speak with those we meet as much as we can. Please, sit. Drink. Eat. If you hand me your shoes, we'll get a small fire going.
They join you to sit and eat.
This is Yana. I am Jorif. We are of the Smiling Wolves. We are sorry if we have interrupted anything that you are doing here, but we are searching this place for. We were assisting this one with looking for their companions and trying to find any loot, of course, that we might run across.
There is one more missing, too?
Enuma speaks up and says, there are 3 more of our companions that are missing. Yes, the other escorts. I had 4 in total. There were, for Enuma here is our most well-traveled guide and most talented explorer and forager and weather forecaster. Then there was Denigi. She is our finest hunter. And Pamak, our chronicler. And lastly, there was Ulikuk, our astronomer. I am also an astronomer, but Ulikuk is our best sailor.
Well, I did not come across any of them while trying to navigate those streets, but this one here should be waking up any time now. I would have propped them up in a chair and roped them in a chair.
Yes, This will be a very useful tool that you have here. I am sure that Mats would pay you well for this capture of this one. This is, we believe, the second in command of the Obsidian Oath Raiders. They are other mercenaries, the goblins. They kill most people they run across, though.
But at least we wouldn't waste time looking if they're already dead. And then I look towards Skywatch and kind of grimace a little bit. I mean that in a good way. I just kind of pull back.
I put a hand on your shoulder.
Reality, wait. Mean no harm. And I'll nod and I'll stand up and walk over to North Keza. And I'll probably bring Arcelia with me, or Jester.
I come.
It's been a while. Do we have leftover food?
We have a little bit of extra food. We would need another day to have any more from the sack.
Good. Can always tempt with food. Everything knows how to speak that language. And I will, do you have any smelling salts? Anything, Yara?
I will look through my medical bag. I most certainly should. There are some of these herbs to put people to sleep. Yes, smelling salt. There you are.
And I'll wave it in front of the nose of the captured.
Poison! You tried to poison us!
No.
Smells like a fetid cat!
You've been out for a while, and I'll gesture for the plate or the container of food, and I'll wave that in front of them.
You intend to eat us, you do!
Are you hungry?
We don't mean any harm. Look, you came upon us, and you assaulted us. We have questions. We do not intend to kill you. Unless you prove entirely uncooperative.
You are orc! Why are you with them?
I am part of the Burning Sun clan.
Burning Sun? Yet you are here, you are. Strange one.
Stand
Comes
tall
far.
and put my hands on my hips. My people intend to go as far as they need to.
I was told you're kind or intelligent. More intelligent than what people give you credit for. You don't want to piss her off. We have some questions. Depending on how you answer them, you will get to eat. Or keep your throat.
Or possibly be treated if you are quite injured.
I'll take a piece of whatever food is in the thing and eat it.
Yeah.
Just to show them it's not poisonous.
Yeah. Make a diplomacy check.
No, I should not do that.
Can I help?
Sure.
I'd be like, good. Okay.
25.
So much better.
Yeah.
I guess I will help.
Hungry I am? What do you seek?
Go ahead, this is your forte. I do better at cutting and breaking.
What are your people doing here?
Doing?
I understand that this is a lucrative opportunity here.
Yes.
But what
Trinkets
drew
and
you
tokens
here?
and things.
What happened? why did this place suddenly become accessible?
We do not know. The gates open, and so the city lies empty. Coffers for the taking, items in our bags.
Did you see the day the gates opened?
No, heard things we did.
Does she seem to be sincere throughout this conversation whilst Arcelia is speaking with them?
Make a perception check.
20.
I think so.
Tell me about your war band. You are Narkessa. Whom do you serve?
For a bite, I will tell you.
I look to Malvik, holding the food.
I'll tear off. What is it? Is it hen? What is it?
Oh, it would probably be some sort of jerky. I think fish jerky.
Okay. Yeah, I'll rip a piece off and like dangle it above them, and I'll drop it in their mouths when I put my fingers near that.
Dry it is, but food it is also.
We have a drink also, but that's more questions answered. Now answer the question.
I serve one of the best of hobgoblins. The quick one, Godric.
Do I recognize this name? As someone who's killed a lot of hobgoblins in the war?
You can. I don't know what you're rolling here. I'm gonna say this is probably society, or I mean, history is significantly more appropriate, but you don't have.
I also have law warfare as well, if that would be any help.
Sure, you can make the roll.
Well, I don't want to take the roll from you if you have something applicable.
I have a +6 society, and that's all I got.
17.
Never heard of him.
I'll look to Arcelia and shake my head.
How big is your war band?
We are not a horde, if that is what the large orc means.
As someone who probably knows what a horde means, what does a horde mean?
It's a lot.
A lot.
A lot.
Okay, but like 1,000 or 100 or
Way bigger.
50?
Yeah, it's a
Above
lot.
thousands.
Like,
Yeah,
thousands.
it's tons.
Okay. Where did you come from?
Okay.
She opens
I
her
will
mouth
give you
again.
drink and food if you ask. Answer, and I'll point to. I'll look at Arcelia and point to Sakawachi and escort. They're travelers. There's missing. One of them, if they came by them, killed them. Answer this, and you'll be rewarded. I'll just relay that to Arcelia. Hopefully, Arcelia relays it to them. I don't
Yeah.
do well with speaking. I just want to bash your
Yeah,
face
as you gesture over, I say, did you come across any of the others of their kind?
Please make a diplomacy check.
Okay.
Would Malavik be able to assist as he is
Can.
participating in the conversation?
Yeah, I'll try. There you go. Yeah, I'm not really diplomatic.
This one cannot tell the difference.
Do they seem to be lying?
Make a perception check.
24.
You don't think so?
I'll give a drink and food.
They are telling the truth, I believe.
I'll drop whatever we have. I don't know what it is. Water, ale. I don't know what we have. And drop it in their mouths and
Probably just water.
wait for them, and then I notice that I'm feeding this thing, and I get really irritated. And I hand it to Yara.
Yeah. Arcelia and Yara just kind of leaning back every time you feed. Just
Like
watching.
being all gentle, just like
This is like the opposite of how things normally go.
yeah. Just getting really
Punch the
frustrated.
shit out of this guy. Drug them over here, and now you're feeding them.
I just keep constantly looking back at you two, like, I have to keep doing this. Like, you know.
You're doing great.
You did great, yes.
Arashtak says, I'll just go thumb up.
Yeah, and just keep doing it, I guess. And I pull away and answer the questions. Go.
I look to Yara.
How well do you know the streets of this place? You've been here some time looting, yes, with your warband?
This one knows some things, but not many. It is still hard to find ways here.
Are there any buildings of interest that you know of?
Make an intimidation check, somebody.
Ooh,
Points
I'm
at
not very
Varovic.
intimidating. Yeah. He's flexing his
I'm-
muscles in the background.
I'll do it. I'm looking right at. I'm right in front of him. If you guys want me to.
Yeah, do it. No contest.
24. I can blacken the other eye if it really helps.
Too much, you feed. We come from Dagamark. We look to establish a new seat of power for our order. We have set up a base in an abandoned guard post northwest.
They probably have supplies. They like to loot, and so do we.
Pull out a map. Tell us exactly where it is.
You don't have a map.
Point to Arashtak. Pull out your map.
Yeah, Arashtak doesn't have a map of Skywatch.
Oh.
Oh, so he was speaking
shit.
within
Yeah.
Skywatch in terms of where they set up, or they were
Yeah.
speaking of. Okay.
You all know where Daggermark is. You were there.
Yay.
Oh, I wasn't. They were.
Northwest, you say? And how do you know it is northwest when this place is ever changing?
Best guess. Do not speak of the little things.
The mercenaries are in here, correct?
Yeah. Sitting here watching the whole thing.
Good. Because the one that could read the stars can tell their way. I hope they're listening. I'll shove more food in their mouth.
That is all I know. Let me go, you will?
Let them go. I will not kill you. At least not now. We still have use for you. And I look back towards the mercenaries.
Our leader, Mats, would be happy to get a hold of this one.
You will, make sure that you don't get cold or get killed. But you are coming with us. Then, depending on what happens there, depends on your fate. So I suggest that you cooperate.
She's just kind of like looking around, like at each of you. Just so many more of you than her. Like she's just like doing the math. Clearly, like, there's, I think, 8 of you? I think? No.
Did I remind you what I did to
3.
your companions?
No, there's 9 of you. Yeah. She looks resigned.
All right,
Is it-
well, we should finish packing and get ready to head out.
It is a good idea. It is easier to move at night. You can see the stars. And if we are lucky, it will not be cloudy.
All right. I'll take this one.
I'll
Yeah, the
stuff
rope-
my handkerchief into Narkessa's mouth so that she doesn't scream into the night.
Very well. Begin to
Is
pack up.
everyone here?
Karun is just asleep on the ground by the telescope.
I will gently cradle Karun in my arms as we head out.
Did, by chance, any of these hobgoblins that we killed, did they have any furs that I might be able to use as it is quite cold?
They did not, unfortunately. They
Hide armor.
Yeah, they had hide armor. So they have, it's hides, but you know, nothing like large furs or anything. You would all be definitely feeling the cold by now, for sure, if you do not have cold weather gear or are resistant to cold like some. But you would be feeling it. So, you gather your things up. Do you follow Jorah and Yana to the Smiling Wolves
Yes.
camp?
I think before we set out, though, I would ask whether or not they have any extra gear to keep myself and anyone else who might be very cold in this weather, for us to stay warm. Otherwise, I will be wrapping myself very tightly in my cloak.
We did not bring anything extra with us, but we may have some things in camp.
Very good. All right.
So I have a question. If I'm resistant to cold damage, does that make me resistant to cold?
To cold damage?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Did I have a red dragon draconic barbarian?
Very well. As you begin to make your way through the strange, magical, illusionary streets of Skywatch.
Oh, never mind. I'm resistant to fire.
Fire. Yeah, it should be fire. I was like,
Yeah. I'm not a blue dragon, right?
Yeah. Jorah and Yana lead the way. Essentially, you head east, as best as you can tell, towards the river. Eventually, making your way towards this camp. As you approach this rustic encampment, Jorah and Yana let out a lupine howl that's picked up throughout the camp. As the call dies down, a tall, lean man with a thick head of hair and a scruffy beard emerges from the largest tent with a grin.
Jorah! Yana! Welcome back! I see you have brought friends and guests. It is good to see you.
There is a brief, bro hug moment that happens as Jorah and Yana both acknowledge.
Mats, it is good to see you. Have you brought any loot for me? Any treasures aside from these lovely people?
Mats begins to walk around the group, sort of assessing each of you. You can see that there is clearly a very boisterous and like very sort of happy, very flirtatious look about this guy. He is looking about all of you and sort of nodding and, yes, some very nice treasures you have brought here. It is nice to meet you. I am Mats Balandin, leader of the Smiling Wolves.
How tall are they?
He's probably about 6 foot tall, something like that.
He's shorter than.
So you can see him because he's taller than 6 feet. Running joke, sorry. Okay.
I got it.
Yeah.
I just don't appreciate it.
Yep.
Not being 6 foot.
So, yeah, he's sort of circling about. And who are you? Who are these people that have joined my camp?
First, I want to know how much you want for this one, and I'll nudge the goblin forward because I'm tired of tending to it. I'm like fed up with it.
I'll gently put a hand on Malavic's shoulder. What my companion means to say is that we are excited to meet you. I am Marcelia. This is Malavic.
I am Rastak.
And I am holding like a baby in my arms. This is Karun. We are tired. I shake Karun a little bit to get her to stop snoring. Wake up. Wake up. Karun.
Karun, darling.
I try to put Karun on their feet and I shake their shoulders. Karun!
Karun skitters back up like a tree, the orc.
All right.
That
Perhaps
is
you
a
can help
very
us get-
interesting cat you have. I have never seen one like it. It is very interesting.
Yeah. Can we get out of the cold, please?
Ah, yes, where are my manners? Come, sit by the fire. If Yoruf and Yana have said that you are welcome, then you are most welcome at my camp. As long as you intend us no harm, do you?
No.
It depends.
Depends
I'll
on
shut my
what.
mouth quickly and look down.
Yeah, I grab. My hands are full. I can't touch you.
I am chattering like a little child in the snow with my arms wrapped across me. No harm intended whatsoever.
Yeah, very well. You can see Matt's lingering look stay on you, Malavic.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
And I'm doing the same.
Arcelia, make a perception check for me.
Yeah, I'm eyeballing the shit out of these guys. Did it work?
17.
17.
Okay.
Seem pretty jovial. Seems welcoming. You know, they're definitely mercenaries. I mean, you see weapons and stuff around. But he sort of motions towards the brazier, this bonfire that's lit up. It's very warm by the bonfire.
I'll put Karun down on a dry spot. Try to gently set her.
Yeah.
As we're moving, I will lean towards Malavic and say, lowly, we are in their territory, so we should play nice.
Fine, I understand. It's just every time I turn around, someone's attacking us.
It's all right. I've got your back.
And I'll I'm not going to be mean to the I'm not going to yank them or nothing, but I'll tug on the rope to help them come along, but I'm just not going to be in like a overly disrespectful manner.
Sure.
And when we all sit down, I'll set the hobgoblin down as a normal person. But I will be next to it, and I will have my hand wrapped around the rope.
So, what brings you to Skywatch?
Oh. I look to Arcelia and back at them. Quite a journey. A lot of things, accidental things. Possibly also on purpose things. Arcelia, you probably are better at explaining these things.
We seem to have a shared fate with these, and I gesture over to the guide and the astronomer.
Ah, that is good. Shared fate is nice. The particulars are beyond me. I care nothing for them. All that matters is the moment. You must live life. You must enjoy it. You must be with someone and have a warm bed together. You must be happy when things go bad. You must be happy when things go well, because it is all life. This is the way I feel.
Is that why you're called the Smiling Wolves?
Yes.
I see now. Well, we are low on supplies and very low on sleep. Can we trust you to watch over us as we share your fire? Try to catch our breath.
Trust is an interesting thing. I, for one, believe that trust is earned.
That is fair. Beyond fair.
Perhaps.
Keep poking Arcelia and like looking at her and looking at the.
Yeah, like
I don't want this shit anymore. Like I'm getting irritated, and I'm trying to hold my composure. So I guess I'm gripping my leg hard at this point in frustration.
So perhaps we can offer a gift. We seem to have come across a meddlesome force, perhaps someone of use to you. This is whom we to believe to be Narkessa.
Yes, it does have a striking resemblance to one of the Oath Readers.
Mats looks down at Narkessa and says,
Is this a gift for me?
More like a trade. I was told that.
This I understand. Of course, if you are willing to part with this one, you are most welcome in the camp. We will take good care of you. We have food that we are willing to share as well. Fresh fish. It's very good, right from the river.
I would look towards Yara and I'd say, do you have furs? Clothing to keep.
Yes. Yes, if you are not used to the cold here from Brevoy, then it will be most difficult. We can rustle up some winter clothing for you, if that is what you need.
I will quietly nod gratefully towards Malavik and towards Matt.
I have one question though. What do you intend to do with Narkessa?
Well, that matters, you see, because we are very interested in learning what kind of treasures they might have. We do not go seeking bloodshed, but we will take care of ourselves if we must. But if they have themselves a very good supply of loot, or perhaps if they have any of our missing people, then that will depend on her.
I'll reach down and take the handkerchief out of her mouth.
Choke me! She does!
Perhaps you'd like to be forthcoming with the requests of those here.
Mathias is looking around. Looks at Mats, who like leans in, smiling. You can see he's got like pronounced canines.
Hello, welcome to my camp. It is nice to meet you, Nardkeza. At least up close and personal. Now, I think we have much to discuss. For now, we eat, we rest, we drink. Huh? You look so tired, all of you. I am interested to think about what you have been through. Yes, very interested. Especially any of you. If any of you are interested in maybe sharing my bed tonight. I like to keep it warm, if you know what I mean.
All right.
Excellent! Anyone else?
He's looking around. He's just smiling wider and wider.
You can't even trust this one, and you're just going to leap in his...
I am just bright red looking between the two.
Well, food first. And a blanket for that one, please. Pointing at Karun.
I think we can scrounge up a blanket. Hey! Blanket! Bring some
And
warm
first-
clothes.
I would,
Our guests are cold. They do not have Bravoi blood in them.
I would lose interest in dining with everyone. I don't. No one else would probably. I don't know if anybody would notice this. I don't personally like my companions just jumping in to the bed with some random stranger. Because I have formed tribal bonds with these people, and that's not something that I would be okay with.
It puts
but-
them in danger, yes.
Yeah, I would abruptly stand up and move away from Australia and look at Mats and says, "Where's the food?" I'll take my furs to go, and I'll grab whatever comes and grabs the food and drink. A lot of drink. After that comment, and walk off and go sit in another area of the camp.
Karun kicky feets the blanket away.
Oh, because you have cold resistance. That's right.
Perhaps I will gather my drink and check on him.
How long has Karun been asleep?
Probably about 3 hours.
Oh, Karun is dead asleep.
All right. Well, I'll see what I can find out from leader here.
All right. I will squeeze Arcelia's hand.
You do not offend me if you do not wish to share my bed. I just find it to be easier if attraction is expressed immediately. Because I think that life is about every moment and you must enjoy it.
My
But-
people share a similar sentiment.
If I have
And if I
offended
change
any
my
of you,
mind,
I
can-
apologize.
No. I will just go check on my colleague. Thank you for your hospitality. and for the furs and whatnot. Basilia, should you need me, I will be with Malavik, and I will
Alright.
whisk away with some drink in hand.
Follow Yara and Malavik.
Malavik?
Yes.
What is it?
Nothing, all is fine. Fine.
I think that you and I have been through enough that we are able to read each other, maybe not perfectly, but slightly better than that.
I do not attach easily to others. I have attached. I have attached myself to you all, I believe. And I do not want to see anyone get hurt while I'm around, or worse. And I just feel like we should have better judgment of those that we share beds with. I mean, keep company with.
You did not say the same thing of Genthiel. Is it because you already knew him quite well?
I was not happy with it, but they were helping us. They were their own way of getting back. They also didn't seem like they were caused to harm, but you never know. Gingerl did lie to us, or kept information from us, rather. We could have ended up dead in that place.
So
I was upset.
Mm.
Drink made it easier. And that's what I'll do now.
So this comes from a place of concern for our friend.
Yes. Sure.
And I am concerned as well.
Everyone
would
seemed to be
notice.
fine with it.
During this discussion, you would notice that the thought of Arcelia and that we are talking, my eyes would be glittering a little bit.
What is she to you? Besides a companion.
Nothing. Well, not nothing. She's a friend. She's a very good friend. We've been through much together.
And why does she not choose any of our companions to lay with if that's what she wants? Why strangers? We don't even know them. They could be... it didn't even seem right.
Well, it could be that it is her culture. She has made mention many times that,
Sleep with strangers. Ah.
well, that she is free with her, physical forms of, with sex. And that is just part of how she was raised and her culture. It is not, she must feel safe to be comfortable accepting a proposition.
We barely exchanged words with this one. It was as easy as, I need someone to share a bed with, without even hesitation. I thought we discussed matters together. That's what you all told me.
Well, perhaps,
I didn't want you to end up with another Adronis incident.
no,
Sorry,
perhaps,
I was wrong of me. I have no idea how that happened. What happened to them, but I know it affected you. Your eyes told stories to me, even through the rage. And I don't want to see you go through that again. everything I say is wrong.
No. No, it is not wrong. We both care for our Celia. She is our colleague. She is our friend. And it is putting herself in a precarious position to trust someone such as this. But she can take care of herself. And she can make her own decisions. And perhaps it is easier to have these sort of flings. At least this is the way I try to rationalize it. Versus...
Do you have these flings?
No, but... I am quite different in this instance. I was not raised in a culture that promotes such sexual fluidity.
Yeah. Then I am wrong.
No. No, you're not wrong. But if you try to think of it, right, why is she constantly spending nights with other people rather than someone internally, right? It could damage a friendship.
Yeah.
Could it not?
I feel it's more damaging if she's not. But again, cultural differences in my tribe. We take care of our own inside. But I never got the pleasure. Everyone's always staring at me differently. Even those that came to my aid. They were put back by my appearance. I understand why. It doesn't matter.
Malavik, you are beautiful. Do not laugh.
I've just never been called that before.
But it is the truth. Your culture, your appearance, your heart. You are beautiful.
Adopted. My appearance cursed.
No. I know a thing or two about curses, and your appearance is not cursed.
Then why am I like this and not like them?
Because they are all far too fucking boring, Malavik. You do not want to be like people like that. You are different, and you are you, and that is beautiful.
You have a way with words, Yara. Hopefully one day I will put a glint in someone's eye as much as Arcelia put a glint in yours. But until that day, I guess we will have to see. I'll have your words to hold on to at night.
You will not tell her.
It's not like she'll listen anyway.